Good morning, everyone. Tim here, recovering addict. Today is May 27th, 2024. And of course, starting out with the just for today, meeting the day's challenge. The decision to ask for God's help is our greatest source of strength and courage. Basic text, page 26. A challenge is anything that dares to succeed. Things new and unfamiliar serve as challenges, whether those things appear good or bad to us. We are challenged by obstacles and opposition from within ourselves and from without. New and difficult things, obstacles and opposition are all part of life on life's terms. Living clean means learning to meet challenges. Many of us consciously or unconsciously took drugs to avoid meeting challenges. Many of us were equally afraid of failure and success. Each time we declined the day's challenges, we suffered a loss of self-esteem. Some of us used drugs to mask the shame we felt. Each time we did that, we became even less able to meet our challenges and more likely to use. By working the NA program, we've found the tools we need to successfully meet any challenge. We've come to believe in the power greater than ourselves, power that cares for our will and our lives. We've asked that power to remove our character defects, those things that made our lives unmanageable. We've taken action to improve our conscious contact with that higher power. Through the steps, we've been given the ability to stop using drugs and start living. Each day we are faced with new challenges, and each day, through working our program of recovery, we are given the grace to meet those challenges. Just today, I will ask my higher power to help me squarely meet today's challenges. And next up is, of course, basic text, page 26. Here we are, basic text, page 26. We found that all we needed was, excuse me. We found that all we needed to do was try. And we gave our best effort. The program worked for us as it worked for countless others. The third step is not saying we turned our will and our lives over to the care of God. It says we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him. We made a decision. It was not made for us, whether drugs, our families, a probation officer, judge, therapist, or doctor. We made it. For the first time since the first high, we have made a decision for ourselves. The word decision implies action. This decision is based on faith. We have only to believe that the miracle that we see working in the lives of clean addicts can happen to any addict with the desire to change. We simply realize that there is a force for spiritual growth that can help us become more tolerant, patient, and useful in helping others. Many of us have said, "Take my will and guide my life, my recovery. Show me how to live." The relief of letting go and letting God help us develop a life that works living. Surrendering to the will of a higher power gets easier with daily practice. When we honestly try, it works. Many of us start our day with simple requests for guidance from a higher power. Although we know that turning over works, we still take our will and life back. We may even get angry because God permits it. At times in our recovery, decisions ask for God's help is our greatest source of strength and courage. We can't make decisions often enough. We surrender quietly and let the God of our understanding take care of us. At first, our head reeled with the question, what will happen when I turn my life over? Will I become perfect? It may have been more realistic than this. Some of us had to turn to an expert and a member to ask, what was it like for you? And so very remember. Most of us will feel open-mindedness, willingness, and surrender are key for this step. And now I'll be reading next is the Spiritual Principles Day. May 27th. May 27th, showing up with integrity. Integrity is a state of being fully integrated. Our actions, our thinking, our feelings, our ideals, and our values all match up. Living Clean, Chapter 30, Spirituality is Practical. Most of us think of having integrity as being honest and reliable as keeping our word. While that certainly is true, integrity has a deeper, more nuanced meaning we don't always consider. Being whole, fully ourselves, being our whole selves, at any given moment, no matter whose presence we're in. As active addicts, we often demonstrate a lack of integrity. We weren't dependable, trustworthy, or responsible, and we weren't whole. We admitted parts of the truth and our parts of ourselves. I was like a three-legged table, never joke. Yeah, I can stand, but don't try leaning on me. We compartmentalize our existence, we behaved in certain ways with some, but not with others, and we led double, sometimes multiple lives. These ways of being can fall us into recovery. How we act and appear on the outside doesn't always match who we really are or strive to be on the inside. A member put it like this: today I know I'm out of alignment with my values, when my emotions reflect my defects, like fear and judgment, and act on them. Instead, I try to show up as honestly and entirely me as possible. That includes the ideal me I want to be in relationships and interactions. It's unlikely our feelings will match up with our ideals and values all the time. The friction can be productive. We learn to take action with love even when we don't necessarily feel the love. For instance, we can treat a member we don't like with kindness and respect. We can serve right alongside someone even if we sometimes fantasize about pushing them into a swamp full of alligators. Other times our feelings are less reactive. They match our conscience rather than our defects. In these cases, it may be necessary and right to address someone's behavior integrity. Other times our feelings are less reactive. They match our conscience rather than our defects. In those cases, it may be necessary and right to address someone's behavior. Integrity guides our decision, helps, and how we express ourselves in those moments. It allows us to risk others' disappointment and anger. That being true to ourselves, that's honesty and reliability. That's love. I'll practice integrity by reliably being all I am, ensuring that my actions reflect what's inside me. I'll keep on this path of distinguishing my conscience from my reaction, and of course I'll show up when I say I will. Of course, next I'm going to read a little bit of just for today. Living Clean, Journey Continues. I'm on page 5 of Living Clean, Journey Continues, the middle paragraph. Recovery is not a standardizing cookie cutter process. We don't all go through this process in the same way, and we don't all come out of it the same. But there are some familiar landmarks we pass. The phases and stages, corners we turn, staircases we climb. Each of us have periods of intense growth and times when change is more subtle. Having a new way to live means that we have to live in new ways, and we can be confused or lost even when we have many years clean. Allowing each other room to grow at our own pace is difficult, especially when we care for each other. Self-acceptance and self-respect are the results of going through the process in our own way. Time is not the same as experience. Just because we have been there for a long time doesn't mean that we know everything we need to know. We don't graduate from the simple steps that keep us clean and free. Our lives continue to unfold. We start at different places and we grow at different paces. Time represents the opportunity for growth, but we still have to step up to the challenge and be open to the lessons. Practicing honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness keeps us teachable, grateful, and humble. The difference between humility and humiliation can be levels of acceptance we have about the information we get. When we listen with an open mind, anyone can share a message to us. I hope everyone enjoyed it and have a blessed day.